Okay, so today we'll be starting on our webinar today, which is simplify your trade with poems. Okay, so today I will be introducing to Poems mobile tree apps as well as the app's new features and benefits, just in case if you are still using the Poems 2.0, and also maybe some demonstration on how to navigate the apps through the slide, and also for our Q&A session later on. So I'll be introducing Poems to mobile tree today, just in case you're not familiar with it. So we have actually launched a new Poems 3.0 mobile apps, just in case you're not aware of it. So actually it includes a lot of multi-asset products such as the equity, CFD, and you can trade ETF on that as well, unit trust, CFA, DMA, direct market access, and also the regular saving plans. You can trade all of these products just using the mobile tree. So actually for Poems, we actually offer a multi-market exchanges, which is such as the table above, like Singapore market, the most common one, Singapore market, US market, Hong Kong market, and also like, for example, the UK, and so on, like Thailand, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Japan. So if you're interested in trading on any of the market, you can actually open a Poems trading account. Okay, so for the order types, right? Actually, we have a lot of order type that is applicable. So for limit order is actually applicable for actually most of the market. And then for stop limit order is only applicable for certain market like the Singapore market, the US market. And also like limit if touch, which is applicable for the Singapore market. For all of these order, if you actually have some interest on it, you can actually go through our page and then you look for advanced order. You can actually understand more about it. And then maybe you simplify your investment journey as well. And also Poems mobile tree, right, will offer the following validity. Usually for each type of order, most of the common one will be the day order. So it means that like you put the trade in the morning and then the trade is not done after the market close, which is the order will be expired. So that one is known as the day order. For good till date order, it means that you can actually queue for the order for maybe up to about 30 days. That is the maximum of the GTD order. So you can queue until the price of your limit has been matched. Okay, so Poems mobile tree actually have such features such as the new community groups and the stocks ideas and education, as well as the new US Asian hour that I mentioned previously, and also it provides multi-asset and multi-market, and also real-time price quotes. But for example, like the US market and Hong Kong market, you might need to subscribe for the live price under the rewards. So as well as the customizable watch list, you can actually customize your own watch list, and also the alert. You can choose that which alert you don't want to receive. Maybe you want to only receive about the order alerts. You can actually do your customization. And also, if you want to know more about the finance news, or either any news related to your counters, you can actually look through the news. And also the economy calendar. Maybe there's a earning announcement soon that you want to actually keep updated, you can actually look for it. And also the market overview, as well as the advanced order type that I mentioned, like limit each task, or either stop limit order, anything else. And also the 2FA security features, as well as your touch ID of your Face ID if you are using Apple. Okay, so for mobile trees, right, we like to actually more involved with our client with creating your own presence, which you can actually share your views and also the insight on the current market trend, or either you want to know more about the market. So the community tab is actually a new thing that we have created. So you might be wondering how to actually create a profile, how to create a post, or how to join a certain interest group, and where can you find the trading insight, and also the workplace for education. So first thing first is that how do you create your community profile? So on your first time access to the community tab at Poems mobile tree, currently which is a phase 1 release, you'll be asked to create your profile. So you can actually specify the following, like your username will be your name appearing on your profile page, your posts and your chats. So as well as the profile description, this will appear in your profile page. So the profile picture will be your avatar image appearing on your profile page, posts and chats, such as the picture as on the right side. So you can actually check on that. Usually, it will be good that you have a professional photo for your profile picture. It will be keep your profile description short and sweet. Secondly, you will be creating posts. So inside the follow or either group tab, you can click on the pencil icon to start creating a post. So depending on the post visibility setting, your post will be show up to your followers on their follow tab as well as the search result. So please follow your community guideline and policy guide when creating your own posts. At the create post screen, you can enter some text or either add a photo. You can also make mix use of the tagging to make your post link dynamic to other screen. If you're interested in posting your insight about hot topic, counters, or market trend, you can actually share your investment tips with others to learn from one another, or either you can learn from your learn from our research team or either our dealer if you have interesting investment tips. How to join the interest group? So basically, for the step 1, you can click on the community on the shortcut bar, and then second, you can click on the group tab and select your group, and then step 3 will be select the group, browse group tab, and then select join to the group that you want to join, such as the photo that indicated. So where do you find the trading insight? So basically, you can actually click on the community on the shortcut bar, and then second, you click on the idea tab, and then check out our daily morning note, market journal, weekly market call, and analyst research report if you are interested on it on the sliding tab. So you can actually check out the most traded stocks that is tailoring to your portfolio using AI. And also on the step 4, you can scroll down to keep track on our in-house research analyst call on the stock with the respective target price. You can also actually explore our thematic portfolio that cover various topics, including like Rule of 40, community, social media, gaming, and actually many more. Okay, so if you want to stay updated with the latest market news, you can actually utilize our ideas and the community. Explore our thematic portfolio as well. So for the workspace for education, right, you can actually go to your mobile tree and then go to the education tab, and then you can tap on the seminar if you want to join, such as a free seminar like a certain topic that you're interested in, or maybe you want to have like an introduction to how to access, how to utilize your apps. So you can actually click on that to head on to register or either sign up for it. And as well as if you are interested in different kind of articles, you can actually head to the articles and the guides section to read our investment article, guides that cover trending topic based on the market. You can actually filter if you're interested in CFD, you can just click on CFD to actually filter on it. Okay, so for the US Asian hour, just in case if our participants are interested on it. So right now we have a US Asian hour that we launched recently. It will be starting at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So as you can know, right now US pre-market is trading about 4 p.m. to about 9:30. So that's why you can actually trade up to total of 19 active trading hour for US market until the market close at the regular trading hour of 4 a.m. So you can actually utilize the timing if you want to have some maybe a swing trade, or either if you want to sell your shares, not limited to the regular trading hours, which is actually order placements are actually available in 2 platforms only, which is the Poyons 2.0 desktop version as well as the Poyons mobile 3. The mobile 2 actually do not have the US Asian hour function there. The minimum order size will be 5,000 USD, just in case if you are wondering. So for the US Asian hours, it will be 38 counters, including 2 ETF. So this will be the list of the counter that are available in the US Asian hour. Okay, so for the US Asian hour, the trading fee actually is at the promotion of 0.08% with no minimum commission. The commission rate actually applied to all account type, including cash plus, margin account, cash trading account, cash management account, and so on. The promotion rate will be available until 31st of December 2022, I'm sorry. So for the pre-trading requirement, right, for the US Asian hour, you actually need to fill up the W-8 band form as well as the risk warning and also the customer account review. And also the last one will be the risk disclosure statement for you to actually understand about the risk on trading or overseas markets. And also for US market, you need to declare that you are not a US citizen before you are eligible to trade for US counter. So for the points trading screen for the points 2.0, which later on I will actually show for our participants on how it will looks like. So this will be the screenshot of it, like how the US Asian hour is looking at. There will be a bid price, there will be a ask price, which is the buyer price and the seller price. It will also indicate the previous closing price, so you have an estimation whether the price is it good for you, or either you want to go for it or not. Okay, so we will be going to the points trading screen for points mobile 3. So basically, if you want to go for the points mobile 3 for the US Asian hour, you need to first click on the stocks. Next will be the US, and then you click on the arrow button that we actually see here. Go to US market trading Asian hours. Then you'll be located to these pages. So you can actually look for the counter. Maybe you are interested in trading on Apple. You can look for Apple, and then you can click on the buy and sell, which is also which is actually you can select your payment type as well as your settlement currency, which is all available at the market price only. You cannot be like queuing on the certain price. So the US Asian hour is benefit in the actually it price in the unexpected event, also leverage on the earning release momentum, because usually for US stocks, right, they tend to be releasing the earnings after the market close of the day. So you can actually sell early, or either you can actually maybe buy early before the US market, before the US pre-market even started. So you can actually react to multiple benefit on it, like reacted to insider activity. You can gauge the sentiment and also maybe a potential arbitrage opportunity, because you can actually trade in the US Asian hour when the US pre-market is open. If there is a difference in spread, you can actually benefit from it. So do sign up if you want to become a registered user. So simply just download our Points 3.0 apps and log in with your email address or either your mobile number at no cost. You can actually refer to the next slide for the how to sign up for the Points 3.0. So basically, if you sign up using mobile number, you can actually referring to this slide. So first of all, you need to launch the Points Mobile 3 apps and select the sign up button, and then you enter your mobile code based on your country code. Enter the code sent to your mobile via SMS for the verification. Then you set your password to register for it. If you sign up by email address, you can actually launch the mobile apps as well. Click on sign up button, same, which is enter your email address, and then you enter the code that's sent to your email for verification. Then you set a password to register for it, which is a quite simple process. So for the features that a registered user can access, right, is actually for the new one will be the community groups, the idea, and the education as well, the trading view charting, multi-asset, multi-market, the news, and as well as the economic calendar. So right now, actually, we are having a promotion, which is a event that if you are confident in your knowledge of the Singapore market, you can actually complete this short quiz and stand a chance to win a $10 Grab voucher. So if you're interested, you can actually, I'll keep maybe a one minute or 2 minutes for you to scan to join this quiz. You'll be one of the lucky 57 winners to win the $10 Grab voucher when you participate in this quiz and answer all the questions correctly from 3rd of August to 12th of August. Term and condition applies. The hint will be actually the answer can be found in our community group on mobiles 3 apps. Like the community group will be Singapore Stocks Investing, and the other group will be Singapore Equity Research. So you can actually join our community group right now to find the answer and stand a chance to win the Grab voucher. So I'll be holding for maybe about 2 or 3 minutes for you to scan to join the quiz. Okay, I believe that most of our participants managed to actually scan this code to join the quiz. So we'll be going to our next Q&A session. So I'll be taking a look on what question do we have right now. Just wait me for a second. Is anyone having a problem of my voice, whether you can actually listen to me? Okay, we have a question about the Points Mobile 2.0 and 3.0 coexisted together, and you can actually use both of the platform if you want, but you can actually use one user at the same time. So for example, if you're using like Points Mobile 3, and then you want to open a Points desktop version, so you can actually access for one platform at one time. So you actually sign out the other one. Okay, there is one question about the watch list, whether you need to actually port over. By right, the watch list should not be affected if you have the existing watch list to your mobiles, or either you have edited through the mobiles, through the mobiles 2.0, or either the desktop version. It shouldn't be any issue for you to having to port over. Okay, so we have a question about the US Asian hour. So I'll be sharing the post on the US Asian hour. timing as well. Okay, sorry to keep. Okay, apology, there's some echo there just now. So apology for keep you waiting on the US market. So for the US Asian hours, right, is actually started trading at the Singapore time, 9 a.m. to 5. So if you didn't see any last time price, right, it means that there is no matching of the price at the moment. So usually it's not meant by your screen has some error or something. But if you actually encounter other than that issue, other than that, maybe you can actually let your trading representative know about it. So maybe they can check on it, whether is there a real issue for you to place order or whether there is an error for you to place the order. Hope I answer your question there. There was one question regarding to the verification for the post. I'm not sure whether you're asking for like the password through the post verification, or whether you're asking for joining the community using the verification through mobiles and email. So for the verification for that, right, is all your personal inbox and also your verified phone number. So that will be quite safe for you to actually verify. And also, of course, you need to actually go to the correct website, which is poems.com.sg, poems.com.sg, and also you download the apps based on the website as well. There was one interesting question about the Poems 3.0, whether there will be more number of set alert compared to Poems 2.0. This is quite interesting that we actually might need to ask for our IT team to check for it, whether there will be more set alert. But by right, if you are referring like a number that set alert you can set for the price, by right it should be the same. But if you're referring like different kind of like order status and other alert, maybe you can actually drop an email to your trading representative for them to clarify on the exact alert they are referring to, like a in-apps alert about your account, or either what is the exact alert that you are referring to, whether it's a price alert, or either is it a deficit alert, or either any alert related to your account. So next, I will be sharing on the Poems 2.0 desktop version. So just in case, I will actually introduce those more popular features that you want to actually know about it, for you to understand more about your portfolio, know about your position, and know about more about the market. For the educational post, it will be posted by our staff. If you have a certain like interesting points that you want to explore, you can actually ask a question to our research team as well if you're interested on the educational post. It will be all actually quite interesting for you to know. It can be trusted because it's posted by our research team, and also it will be filter and also examined before they actually respond to you. Okay, so we will be going to the Poems desktop version before we start another session of Q&A. So usually if you are familiar with using the desktop yourself to actually make a trading, so you can actually log into your account. It will be similar just like this. So for example, the most important thing you need to take care about your account, usually you need to actually look for the announcement. So whether is there any special announcement regarding to any of your counter. So like for example, for announcement of trading restriction, it will be actually under the announcement attention. You can actually look through if you have any like special announcement that you need to be aware with. So you can actually look through that. And also, if you want to know more about your corporate action or dividend, you can click on this corporate action and dividend. But this is for a searching wise lah. Like if you want to search for a certain counter, it's not your existing counter. So the next one will be account management, will be one of the most important features that you might need to actually know about it, because you will actually increase your stocks, your position itself. Like if you have a stocks, you have CFD, if you have unit trust, wider regular saving plans, and so on. So you can actually access to your portfolio to know that whether they are profiting or whether they're having a loss, or either anything like corporate action that that is occurring to the counter. So for example, when you actually bought a counter or either sold a counter maybe today or either usually we say maybe before, which is yesterday, it will show up in your outstanding position after 1 day, which is basically if you buy today, it will show up next day. If you buy yesterday, you will show up today. So you can know that how much you need to pay and how much you will be receiving. So next will be the account detail. So account detail will show all of your position that you actually bought. So it will not be looking like this. It will be actually looking like a table. So you show out all your cash position because this is a demo account. So you can actually take a look on your position whether you need to top up additionally or either your cash are actually enough to pick up your contract, your buy transaction. So next you will be, I think the most important features, which is the script position. So you always need to look at your script position before you sell any of your share. So you always need to look at your script position to see that how many quantities of share do you have right now, or either is there any upcoming corporate action. So if given that you have a multiple share in your account, so you can actually look for this column, the corporate action, to look through that. Is there any upcoming corporate action like cash dividend, script dividend, and so on. As well as the next one will be the scrapbook. So just in case that if you are having a cash management account that have a linkage with CDP, so just in case if you not trading the Singapore share in Poems or maybe in other broker, you can actually add the specific counter that is not appearing in Poems to the scrapbook for yourself. Like for example, you can actually add like for example, for this example wise, right? You can actually, if you given that you have 300 share of DBS, so you can actually edit the scrapbook and then add the 300 share for your recording purpose for your reference. So you'll be aware that actually I still have a 300 share in my CDP. So once you sold it off, it should be removed automatically, so you can actually know about it. Which is basically this scrapbook is for your own reference, like your own edit for the account owner itself. So next will be the live position. So the live position is actually referring to, like for example, you buy something today, then you will show up the live position for you. Like for example, maybe 30 minutes ago the price went up, so you will show up or because you are buying, so you're buying at a lower price when the price went up, so you show unrealized profit for you. But if you are buy contract but the price drop, then you will show unrealized loss for you. So it's just for intraday reference purpose. And the other thing will be the live cash balance. Live cash balance is quite useful if you want to actually determine that how much you can withdraw today. So usually if you have cash balance in your account, you will show up in this cash balance. So for example, maybe you have 10,000 Sing dollar, and then you're not sure whether the settlement period, is it over already or either not yet, or either you can withdraw any money. So you can just go to the live cash balance. If you have 10,000, you can actually save to withdraw today, so that you know that, oh, actually I don't need this money to actually make some purchasing of my existing share, or either some selling to wait for the money to come in. Other than that, if you want to like check on your transaction for the month itself, you can actually click on this month transaction. It will show up the transaction that you did for this whole month, as well as if you want to check up for your previous transaction that you did, like including your withdrawal, your deposit, you can actually check on the transaction history up to about 1 year. Either to be more convenient for you, I would recommend for you to actually download your e-statement, your monthly e-statement every month, so you actually have a record, because the e-statement actually available up to 1 year only. So which I will show how to retrieve it later on. So this will be the transaction history, but because this is a demo account, so there wasn't any transaction. Yeah. So next, the one of the interesting part is you can actually check your cash dividend. You want to know that how much passive income you are generating given on your existing shareholding. So you can go to your cash dividend and then you put up the month that you want to check. Maybe you want to check up to 1 year. 1 year, how much you are actually earning from the cash dividend. So you can just filter cash dividend, and then from maybe January to December, then you can actually search for it. Then you can know that the total amount is how much for you to generate the cash dividend. For you have a knowledge that you are generating this much of cash dividend per year. Other than that will be the most important one, how to withdraw your money. So you can actually go to the online forms, and then on the withdrawal form, you can actually know how to withdraw it. So basically, the process will be quite simple as well. You put the amount that you want to withdraw, basically refer to live cash balance first, then you know that maybe today you have 10,000 that you can withdraw. So you just put 10,000, make sure that the bank account is correct, unless you have another bank that you want to deposit. Of course, it will be under your name, and then you just put in the name of the bank account number, and then you can click the submit button on the bottom. Then you can actually submit to withdraw for it. Usually for the withdrawal cutoff time will be 10 a.m. Singapore time in the morning. So you need to actually submit the withdrawal before 10 for it to be processed today, and then you should receive the fund in your bank account on the next working day. So for the next one will be the currency conversion. So if you are an investor that usually trade in the foreign market, you might actually have to convert your currency unless you have opt-in the auto currency conversion. Right now for the conversion, it will not be looking like this. It will be like a live conversion that you can do. You can actually have a figure like a cash balance for you to refer. If you're not sure about it, maybe you can refer to your trading rep of your dealer to check for you how to convert it, because for this the interface is different already. So for the next thing is that maybe most of our investors are interested in trading for the US market. So the important part is that you need to actually fill up the W-8 band form if you want to trade for the US market. So this form is basically purpose for you to declare that you are not a US citizen, because US citizens are not allowed to trade US shares outside of US. So this is the purpose of the US WF band form. Okay, so other than that, if you want to look for your other position, maybe you have a trading history for CFD, you can look for CFD to look for your outstanding position, the trade that you have done, your transaction history, your cash balance, and so on. And also withdraw to your bank account, because CFD actually is, even though the account will be the same account, but is operating differently. So later on, I'll be left with about 10 or maybe 5 minutes for the Q&A session, because I don't see much question on it. If I see a bit more question, I will be maybe putting about 10 minutes on the Q&A session. So right now we'll be going to the unit trust. So if you have some unit trusts that you're interested in trade, or either you have traded already, you can check your holding every time on the unit trust tab. So you just check on your holding, or either is there any outstanding payment that you should settle it, and then you can check on the outstanding payment, or either you want to check on your transaction history for the UT, you can check on the transaction history, or either you have some unit trust that you want to transfer from other facility, so for other financial institution, then you can just click on the transfer in form to transfer your shares. So for the regular saving plan, actually there is two different kind of regular saving plan. First one will be the share builder plans. So this one is referring to shares only. So like for example, the most common that our investor buy will be the STI ETF, which is the index itself, which is tracked by the ETF. So that will be the usual one. So if you're interested in share builders plan and like accumulate using the dollar cost averaging, then you can actually go for the share builder plans. If you're interested in unit trust regular purchasing, then you can actually go for unit trust regular saving plan. So this will be the tab for you to check on the portfolio, your transaction, and the history itself. So for next one will be the e-statement. So this one, just like I mentioned, is quite important for you to keep track. What have you done throughout your investment journey? So because the record is actually up to 1 year only. So if you already opt in for our e-statement, right, you actually show up for you that you stated that for daily statement is up to 3 months only. For the yearly, so the monthly statement is up to the 1 year only. So you actually need to keep a record for yourself so that you can keep note that, or actually what did you done throughout the year, whether you are in the money position, or you are out of the money, or you are at the money, or which is basically you're profiting or not profiting. Yeah. Okay, so next maybe we go to the price LP1 or either trade LP2 for you to know that how to actually place the trade, or either how to add a counter to a watch list. So you can actually go to price LP1 or either trade LP2, both are the same. It's just that trade LP2 there is extra information that should be included. So for example, you want to go to price LP1 and then you are interested to trade for maybe we say DBS counter, then because DBS counter is already in the watch list, so if you want, I will demonstrate how to actually add the company itself. So the simpler way will be always look for this magnifying glass on the right side, and then you look for DBS. So DBS, it will appear actually several of it. So first one will be the DBS, which have a EQ icon. EQ stands for equity, which is the shares, and then the other one will be CFD, contract for difference. CFD DMA is direct market access. So if you want to trade for the share itself, you just select the first one. Then it will actually appear in your watch list, because this is the designated watch list for. You can actually add like this way, or either you can straight away click on the counter, and then you can right click on the counter to add it to your watch list, which is selecting this add to watch list. Or either you can straight away click on this button on beside the counter to add to your watch list directly. For this button to add to a watch list. Okay, so for the US Asian hour, maybe you guys are more interested on these new features. You can actually click on the US Asian hour, and then you can look for the counter that you want to treat. For the timing, just like I mentioned, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you can actually look for, maybe you're interested to trade for Apple, you can look for the Apple. Okay, so by right, if you are a seller that you want to sell your Apple share, right, you can actually look for the bid price, which is 165.59. If you are a buyer that you want to buy for the Apple share, you can look for 166.74, which is the buying price. So if there is any matching, like buy and sell matching, they will appear in the last time price. Since there is no matching for the Apple price, so that's why the price is showing 0 for you, unless you actually buy at the price that I mentioned. So this will be the US Asian hour. Okay, so next will be go to the news and research. So if you're interested in actually maybe for research report for Singapore market, you can actually look for news and research, go for research report Singapore, and then you can look for the research coverage on which bank, or either which counter you want to know. You can just search for the counter name, whether you want the morning of it. Or either straight away, you can actually go to the stock analytics. And then you can, for example, you can actually, maybe this can do as an example. So you can actually look for Singapore Exchange, and then you can look for our Phillip Security, Phillip Research target price, which is 10.78, which have a potential upside of 9% based on our research, based on the last traded price. So that's why there is a potential 9%. Or either you can look for all the information that you want to know, the basic information, like the ratio, the quick ratio, whether the quick ratio is it in a healthy position, and the dividend ratio is it in a healthy position, as well as the margin ratio. As compare, you can actually do a geographic segment comparison as well. So okay, let me scroll down a bit for you to look at the comparison. So you can actually have a peer comparison with a similar instrument that the company offers. So you can actually look for a Singapore Exchange with UOB, and maybe it's not that that direct of the industry, but you can actually look for the important ratio that you want to compare regarding to the competitors. You can look for the return on equity, return on ROA, the ratio, and then the return on equity, price earning ratio, price book value ratio, earning per share, and dividend per share. And also the return on asset, ROA ratio. If you want to know the composition of the management team, you can scroll down to the bottom right. You can actually look for who is the management team of the current company. So you can actually look through all of this information for you to get more understanding regarding to the company. As well as if you want to know about the balance sheet of the company, the statement of cash flows, as well as the asset and liability that the company have. So you can look through on the left side, there will be the statement of the company that they provided, the financial statement itself. Also, if you're interested in the technical analysis of the company, you can actually refer to this for you to actually have some insight before you head on to the counters they want to buy to determine a better entry price. So you can actually look for this table. They will show that long term the company is performing quite well, but in the medium term they are not actually performing quite well. But for short term, there's a lot of bullish indication that the company might be pushing up the price. And then the last one will be I will be sharing on the market data before I go to the Q&A session. So for the market data, this will be the buy price or either rewards that you want to actually take a look. So for example, if you've already started trader and maintain some trading already, you should be receiving some points for rewards from your trading transaction. So you can actually look through your total points that is available on the bottom of the screen. Then you can actually subscribe for different products such as the live price, or either you want to have a magazine they want to subscribe. You can use the point to subscribe, or otherwise you need to pay for the retail price to subscribe for it. The most popular rewards that is available right now, I believe, will be the Shopee voucher, as well as the market depth, which is most popular right now. So you can actually go for the Shopee voucher if you're interested, and then you can actually utilize the points, because the points are given for free based on your trading transaction. Okay, so I'll be sharing for until right now, because there is some question that we want to answer. So if you have any question, you can drop by to the Q&A to put your question there. So yeah. Oh, there will be a question about can you use the NS 55-100 to top up the account? This is an interesting question, but as long as that you can actually refer to our page that if the payment method are not available, like if you are able to use the Pay Now to pay for your account, then it might be possible. But this one, I think I'll recommend you to check with your trading rep before you go for it, yeah, to ensure that the payment is genuine. Okay, we have a question regarding to the ETF information. So I'll share the screen again on the points 2.0 for you to access the ETF information. So for ETF, right, the simple way if you want to locate your ETF, you can go to price LP1, will be the first step. And then you can go to ETF. So for example, you are interested in the gold Sing dollar, you want to know more information about the ETF, you can actually right click on the counter. And click on the ETF analysis. So after you click on the ETF analysis, right, it will appear this page for you. So for you to actually know more about the overview of the ETF. So you can actually check on it, like what is the investment objective of this ETF, or whether what is it tracking? Is it tracking the index, or is it tracking the goal? Or either who is the one who is the fund manager that managing the ETF? So you can actually check the detail of it as well. So you can check on the asset, the fund manager management, what is the asset and what is their style, as well as what is the trading currency they are using. Replication mode will be like they are using a certain replication using derivative, or either they are tracking the index itself. So you can actually know more information of it about it, and also what is the exchange that the ETF is trading. Other than that, you can actually check on the performance as well. So if you're interested on the performance of the counter, you just click on the performance tab. So you can actually have a table that will be showing just like this for you to know that historical, what is the performance of this ETF. Then you can have a gauge that whether is this ETF suitable for you based on their past historical performance return, for you to know more about it before you go into the ETF. So this will be the performance return for the GLD. As well as if you're interested in the passive dividend that the ETF giving, so you can go on the dividend tab for you to actually check out does there actually give out dividend consistently, what is the dividend amount, or either do they even giving out dividend. So you can actually check on the dividend tab on the dividend frequency itself. Last will be the portfolio. So for example, if a ETF is tracking on the index itself, you can actually know that which index are they tracking, or either they are doing a similar portfolio tracking similar as the dividend. So you can actually check on portfolio on which counter they are actually tracking, or either they are following on using the ETF. Okay, I believe that this will be the last question that we have for the day. Okay, I believe that this counter on the portfolio is not available. Maybe you can look for the counter that you're interested in, whether which what is the portfolio of the ETF. Okay, so this will be I believe that this will be the end of my seminar today, because I don't see any other question that we have at the moment. So maybe I'll cover a little bit on how do you go through different type of instrument for before the end of my webinar. So if you actually interested in different kind of instrument you want to explore, you can actually go through like stocks. You can click on the stocks to look through all different kind of stocks that is available in the market, as well as different exchange as well. And also CAD, contract for difference, which is involving leverage to your contract actually. So this you might need to be careful on that. But the advantage is that you can actually long or either short on the counter, which most of the stock are not able to offer for short selling, because there is a restriction on short selling. So other than that, you can actually go for ETF as well, because some of the ETF might have a reverse or either a leverage reverse characteristic to their ETF. You can actually short the market by buying a short ETF based on which index that they track. You can actually hedge your position just like that. Or either you can buy for gold ETF if you want to be more safer, or either you think that gold will be more sustaining in a bad economy. Other than that, you can actually, if you're interested to sell off your Singapore loss holding, you can go to price LP1 and then go to SGX unit share for you to look for your counter to sell for some counters that you have on lots. Like for example, you have 88 shares of DBS. You can actually use this tab to sell off your DBS on lots counter. Or either if you're interested in the unit trust, you can go to the unit trust tab to look for the counter that you want to trade for the unit trust as well. Or either all different kind of asset that you actually want to explore. And the last one will be the bonds. So actually you can trade the bonds that you are interested in the retail market. Or otherwise, if you want to subscribe like a certain government bond or something, you might need to subscribe to through your bank portal. So you can actually look through the bonds that you are actually interested to subscribe, as well as their respective coupon rate. Yeah. Okay, so I think we don't have any more questions for today, so we'll be ending for our webinar right now. Yeah, thank you for your attendance today. Have a good day for you. We will see you next time. Bye-bye. Do feel free to drop an email to our team, or either if you have any special inquiry regarding to your trading account, you can actually approach your trading representative. Thank you.